just gonna.
Yeah, carry on, because I need to do this properly. I was prepared for radio. I said it on the podcast. I was prepared for radio silence up until the anniversary, just entirely. So I can speak honestly when this is literally the last thing I expected. Especially on a Monday. So we got the preview of the February maintenance update. I mean, that wasn't even the first. Obviously, I got caught off guard by seeing an update preview appear when I refreshed the Steam page, but then it said February, and I was like, okay. Also, this is pretty much perfectly lined up as well for us to talk about, because we're still going to do the normal video this week, what we were doing, because we would be doing a podcast next week anyway, and the update will have launched on Monday. So, there's not much point. I think it lines up perfectly. We don't need to do an emergency podcast. But there is this video, so we're going to go over the actual preview. It's not insane, but I mean, it's still fucking cool. Oh no, I'm not going to be weird and be like, oh, it could be more. So let's just get into it. Hello, miners. Holy hoxies, how the months fly by. It's nearly time for the next maintenance update for Deep Rock Galactic. Well, it wasn't quite time. I would have been thinking that if it was March. But it's not. When we published our roadmap update in October 2023, we scheduled the second maintenance update for March of 2024, but it's done early, so we're launching it here in February instead, and in a stroke of unprecedented creative genius, we're calling it the February maintenance update. So yeah, there you go. On that though, I do genuinely wish they considered different names. I think it's really going to genericize them, but either way, that's fine. We've been monitoring the bug reports on our Please Fix portal. Also, can I point out we're recording this while doing a live stream where we're drawing Macterra boss fight, and basically I want to point it out because I think at least a couple dozen people would probably watch this video by the time before we're done streaming. So come on over. We've been monitoring the bug reports on our Please Fix portal, and for this update, we've prioritized the issues that had the most community upvotes in there. That's exactly what you're supposed to do. Good boy. Just like last time, we're looking to fix and improve some features in the game, but you also couldn't resist throwing in a fun little something extra. The February maintenance update goes live on Monday, February 19th at 1 PM Central Eastern Time, which I think is 12 for us. I'm pretty sure it's they're an hour ahead. In this post, we'll take a look at some of the update's highlights. We're also doing a live preview of the update, including a read through of the complete patch notes on our official Twitch channel on Thursday, February 15th, starting at 13 o'clock Central Eastern Time, stealing our thunder, basically. But I guess that means the patch notes will be available on this Thursday. So we'll have to account for that. The recording will be available after, in case you're not able to tune in. We'll also share the full patch notes here on Steam when the update lands on the 19th. Okay, so we might have to play some tricks there. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, that's an interesting thing that they're doing. Please keep in mind, this is not an exhaustive list of everything that's coming. There'll be plenty more smaller tweaks and fixes beyond what we're mentioning here. This is just some of the bigger stuff. Such as, big point number one, revisiting heavy armor and armor breaking. One big focus of this update is enemy armor properties and the armor breaking mechanic. Don't tell anybody, but this hasn't actually worked quite as we intended since the game launched. Heh. Yeah, we know. This is a fix in two parts. Number one, we're making it so that the strength of heavy armor, like that on a Praetorian, now scales properly with hazard level. It never used to do this, so the heavy armor on a hazard 2 Praetorian would be just as strong as it is on hazard 5, for example. Light armor has always been scaled properly, though, but now the same works for heavy armor, so the beefy boys are getting a bit of beef back. Which actually, I'm going to jump ahead, that means that Praetorians, for example, will actually be stronger on hazard 5 than they have been previously. Point number two, we've taken a look at the armor breaking modification. This is probably the most important part, as it's been inconsistent on some weapons. It's mostly affected projectile weapons like the Deep Core 40mm PGL or the Hurricane Guided Rocket System, which fire an actual physical object, unlike most other weapons in DRG, which are just hit scan. Now, when those projectiles strike a piece of armor and deal enough damage to destroy it, they will do so, and they will also deal full damage to the squishy bug meat underneath. This wasn't the case previously, and projectile weapons without the armor breaking mod won't get the same advantage. TLDR, this will make it so heavy armor is a little more difficult to break on high hazard levels, but it will also mean that it behaves more consistently across all difficulties and in response to different weapons. Plus, it creates more of an incentive to pick armor breaking modifications on your weapons. I still don't think that's going to change anything for the PGL. Hopefully there'll be some weapon balancing included in this update that will address that. But we don't know. Hurricane Low would probably be quite good on. Big point number 2: no more teleporting dreadnoughts. Another, which I haven't experienced myself, another thing we've quite often seen on our Please Fix portal is the issue with teleporting dreadnoughts. Basically, a dreadnought can sometimes zap to another location during a fight, making you miss your shots, or teleporting the thing right in your face without warning. Either way, not ideal. It basically only happens on the client end, and often depends on your latency with the host. So while this issue may have been rare for some of you, it's been aggravatingly frequent for others. So you've experienced this, Tyler.
Often.
Okay.
Yeah, often.
Anyway, so we spent a good chunk of time addressing this, so the days of surprise dreadnought will soon be a thing of the past, hopefully. Adapt that mechanic, though, for the new dreadnought phase master, if you don't mind. That's my pitch. Big point number 3: improving how the weapon maintenance terminal tracks XP progress. I think I know what this might be. When we added the weapon maintenance system in November, the XP tracker would only reset to the next unlock level once you went in and claimed the weapon skin reward that you earned. Some minds pointed out this creates some possibilities to waste or miss out on earned XP that should otherwise have counted towards further progress. Fair point, we're fixing it. Basically, it's like you couldn't progress if you had one to claim, so you couldn't like stack claims, basically. Which I think people want changed and should probably be changed. We're making it so that the weapon maintenance system will count XP up to the maximum of what it would take to claim all paint jobs for that weapon, for all weapons. This means that in theory, you'll now be able to unlock every single paint job for every weapon without ever checking the terminal, then go in and claim them all in one go. If you earn enough XP for that, of course. A note here, the terminal will only track XP up to what's needed to unlock all existing paint jobs. So if you unlock everything, you can't bank all the XP you earn after that. When Season 5 arrives and new weapon maintenance paint jobs come with it, you'll still need to earn those like usual. Yep, that sounds like exactly how it should work, basically. So good job there. Right. Fixing the minor community terminal. For some time now, the minor community terminal in Space Week hasn't really worked so well. This made it very difficult to join a chapter. That's not right. That's not correct. Of the Interplanetary Miners Union, organised by the unionised miners Discord and collect. While management was very pleased with the situation, the Interplanetary Miners Union has threatened to strike. To avoid this, we've rolled up our sleeves to get the machine working again. We actually did it a few weeks ago, but it seemed relevant to mention it here. Now that okay, but it doesn't seem like it's changed though for console. It's still a Discord PC thing. Now the terminal should more reliably allow you to join a union chapter, receive the chapter tag on our Discord, and check in to collect rewards for completing community milestones. You'll need to have Discord running while you're playing, though. The terminal may still run into a hiccup now and again because when we set it up, we didn't expect several 100,000 people joining our Discord. It's a good problem to have, though. If the terminal still isn't working, please reach out to your union chapter representative. Okay, sick. This is a very quick point, which is good because it seems to be even more exclusively Steam. Better access to Steam voice settings from in-game. For those who want more communication options than the V key, though we can't imagine why, we're making it easier to access Steam's general settings from within DRG's own settings menu. That'll make it easier to get the voice options and tinker with them. Nothing groundbreaking here, just some simple quality of life stuff. We hope it'd be helpful for those of you that like to use it. Cool! Okay, the better thing. An intriguing new beer. There's a new beer coming to the Abyss Bar. It's called Hidden Dwarf Double IPA. We haven't got the kegs shipped up to the Space Week quite yet, so we haven't had a chance to taste it, but we're able to share a picture of the label plus a description from the vendor. So there it is. Proudly made by the Heidengosic Brewery. They say that tasting an excellent beer can be a transformative experience, and the folks at Heidengosic Brewery have always taken things literally, maybe too literally. If you're tired of drinking the same old thing, a Hidden Dwarf is sure to be an unforgettable change. Best enjoyed with friends. Now, what the hell does that mean? Secret flavour. Is it just a random, like, special beer? Or random, like, craft beer? Maybe.
Sounds it.
And then it just gets into the games launching this week. And that's it. That's all for now. Hope everybody's doing well. We'll be back real soon with the full patch notes, plus some more fun stuff to share. With love, the Ghost Ship crew. Sick one. Like expected, I would say probably not going to be quite as impactful as the last one, but that's actually fine. I think the last one's a massive surprise. The big surprise here is just the fact that it's coming out next week. And I'm obviously interested in like the full, what would you call it? The nitty gritty when we actually get the patch notes. But either way, exciting stuff. Looks like just a fun little update, which is the kind that we want as well. So there's nothing wrong with that. And we'll see you on Thursday, I think. Or at least I will. I don't know what we'll do for that. I don't know exactly how they're going to present it, but we're going to have to steal those patch notes from right into their noses, I reckon. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, and I hope you're happy.
Yep.
Bye. Unless we got any. Did anyone say anything interesting?
No. I think hallelujah.
Probably an invisible beer.
No. Nathaniel said hallelujah.
All right. Bye, everyone.